Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sorry if my eyes are watering or if I sound really funny. I have a really bad cold coming on. I'm just trying to push through it and film these videos for you guys. So today's video is going to be all about my drugstore makeup kit, starter pack, whatever you guys want to call it. I just think these are the most necessary drugstore products that you guys need if you're trying to start a collection of makeup, if you're trying to get a full face of makeup just with drugstore products. I think these are some really good ones for you guys. But before I get started talking about those, I'd absolutely love it if you guys hit that subscribe button down below. And now that I've pretty much said everything that I need to say, we can go ahead and just get started. The first product I'm going to be talking about is the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. I think this is a great primer from the drugstore. It just gives your face a really nice luminous effect, and then it keeps your makeup lasting all day long. So I think this is a great primer from the drugstore. I have a ton of foundations for you guys going from medium to full coverage. The first one I'm going to be talking about, which is the least amount of coverage out of these, is the Loreal True Match Foundation. This is a great blendable foundation. It's not too thick, it's very watery, it's nice to work with, super blendable, and I just think it's a good amount of coverage without looking too cakey on the skin. Just thought about one more foundation, so I'm going to be talking about 6 today. And the next one is the NYX Total Control Foundation Drops. These are great as well. They're super blendable. I do suggest using these with a brush though, because they will not blend out with the Beauty Blender. I think the Beauty Blender just kind of sucks it all up because it is a very watery base product, but it is great coverage for what it is. The next foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is a great choice if you guys want something that again is easy to work with, but it's a little bit more full coverage than those two that I just talked about. One foundation that works great for me and great for pictures, and a lot of people said they didn't like this, but a lot of people said they did like it. I guess it just kind of depends on the skin, but I would suggest giving it a go because I think it's the cheapest out of all of these, and it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is amazing. I think this is one of my favorite ones for sure out of the drugstore ones. Super cheap. I think again it's like $5.99. You cannot beat that. I think it's definitely worth trying and seeing if it works with your skin type. It's just great coverage. It looks flawless in photos, looks flawless in person. It's definitely, I think, the most comparable to a high-end foundation. Foundation that I really like, which is more medium coverage, is the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Foundation. I love this one because it's very thick, but it's medium coverage, if that makes sense. So it definitely makes your skin still peek through, but it gives you that coverage at the exact same time. So this one is a great choice as well from the drugstore. One foundation that I know gets a lot of hype in the beauty community is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This is super full coverage, super thick, but yet it's still blendable to work with. I love this foundation if I'm just going on every day and I kind of want a full glam look, but not too cakey. I think this is a great choice for you guys. The last foundation that I have to talk about is very full coverage. I think it's the most full coverage out of all of these, and it's a Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation. I love this one, but the only thing I don't like about it is it only has like, I think like 9 or 10 shades, and it goes from like 0 to 10. It's very weird. I think I'm in the color, this is 0, but I might be in the color 1 or 2, but they are very dark as you keep going up, so it's hard if you're pale. You definitely will not want to pick this one up because I don't think they have a pale one for you guys. That's the only negative thing about it, but if you're looking for something that's very full coverage, kind of like the Kat Von D one or the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, I think this would be a great dupe for you guys to pick up if you do have similar skin tone to mine or something a little bit tanner. Moving on to concealers, I have 3 of them, but I only have one with me because I don't know where the other 2 went. I swear I have them somewhere in my collection, but I just can't find them. The first one is the Maybelline Master Conceal one. It's very thin, but it's a very full coverage one. I think it's very blendable, and it definitely gives you a nice full coverage effect. It covers up really nicely under my eyes, and it doesn't crease or anything like that, so I think this is just a great concealer overall. The other concealers that I want to talk to you guys about, one of them is the Maybelline Fit Me one. It's super affordable. It goes along greatly with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and it kind of reminds me a lot of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, so if you guys are looking for something that is more of a dupe to that, it definitely looks a lot like it and it works a lot like it, so that is the dupe for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Again, it's the Maybelline Fit Me one. This concealer, I wish I had it for you guys. I just really cannot find it, but it's the NYX HD Concealer. I think that is very full coverage. It's a super great concealer. You definitely can't go wrong with that one. So those 3 are the concealers. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have those 2. I just can't find them in my collection, and I am like not feeling good at all right now. So to dig through all of this is just such a hassle, but I wanted to tell you guys about those regardless if I had them in my hands or not. So two drugstore setting powders that I really like are the NYX HD finishing powder. This one right here is just very creamy, very buttery to work with. And then the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette is always great because it's so cheap. I think this is only $5 and you get the contouring shade and then the lighter shade as well, so you can kind of contour with these. Then you can also set under the eyes, on your chin, everywhere on your T-zone, and it's very, very blendable as well. I love this. It gives a perfect amount of coverage without it looking too cakey or too fake on the face. So both of these are just really great overall powders. Great bronzers from the drugstore. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one's in the light shade, but they do make a darker one. I wish they had like 3 more shades, just kind of like light to super, super dark, because I feel like the people who are super tan can't use the tanner one of this one unless you want to use it as an all over face powder, which is what I use this one for. I use it all over my face just to warmthen it up a little. Warmthen it up, is that even a word? Just to give it a little bit more warmth without bronzing my face. I would use the darker one to bronze my face, but this one I just use as an all over face powder. The great bronzer is from Wet n Wild and it's called Apricot in the middle. It's just a very, very nice warm bronzer and definitely blends very well. I think this was only like $2.99, so this is definitely a great pickup. They also have great blushes as well. As far as blush goes, you definitely can't go wrong with the Milani baked blushes. This one's in the shade Corallina. It's a very, very bright coral color. It speaks for itself. It's just very pretty. It's not too shimmery. It just gives you a nice glow on your cheekbones. Another good one from Milani is the Luminoso one. Every single person and their mother has this one. It's just a very, very nice shade of pink. I really love this one. It's a very like healthy pink color without it being too much. And another blush that I really like, it's kind of a blush and bronzer mix, is the NYX Baked Blush Illuminizer and Bronzer in the color Ignite Passion. And you guys have seen this one in my recent favorites and then my drugstore haul as well. I got this one pretty recently, but I've been using it in a lot of my videos. It's just a very warm pink color. Not even so much pink, but it's just a very warm coral bronzy color, so I think it could work well as just a bronzer or a blush. As far as highlighters, if I could choose any highlight in the drugstore world, I would definitely recommend the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this one's in the color Precious Petals. I have 2 of these because I actually never want to run out of them. I'm scared to death of running out because they're so pretty. Sometimes I choose this over all of my high-end bronzers. It's just bronzers instead of my high-end highlighters. I think it's just a very, very beautiful color and it gives a very beautiful pigmentation. A couple other good highlighters are actually in the Carli bybel BH Cosmetics Deluxe palette. And this one actually has 6 highlighting shades right here, so I think this is just a great pickup overall because I was going to suggest to you guys this palette in general because it has great eyeshadows as well. This whole palette is $19. You really can't go wrong with that. You get 6 highlighting shades and then you get so many eyeshadows up here, so I think it's just a great palette overall. These are very, very pigmented as well. Pretty much just as pigmented as the Wet n Wild Precious Petals one. So if you don't want to buy one highlight and you just want a whole bunch of them, I think this is a great pickup for you guys. Since we're talking about palettes, I think the NYX Avant Pop eyeshadow palette is a great one. It has a good variety of colors from warm to cool toned ones. I really, really like that it has this dark green in here, but you also have your cool toned purples and then your warm toned kind of peachy colors right here. And these 2 shimmer colors that come in it are very, very pigmented, as well as this purple one right here. I haven't really messed around much with this green shade. I think overall these shadows do blend very, very well, so it's just a great pickup in my opinion. And now since we're on the topic of eyes, the 2 eyeliners I want to talk to you guys about are actually both from NYX. This one's a NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It's what I use to put my wing on every single day. It's super easy to apply and I just love this one no matter what. I always get the perfect wing with this. It's definitely comparable to the NYC Liquid Liner. If you guys tried that one before it went out of stock, I replaced it with this one right here. And then the NYX Matte Black Liner just for my waterline is also great as well. It's what I use under my eyes almost every single day. It definitely has a very long lasting effect and I think both of these are just amazing. Now moving on to mascaras, the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Loreal Telescopic Mascara. This has been my baby for years and years and years. It's just great if you guys want to spread out your lashes and you're having trouble with clumping mascara. I think this is a great one to go in with as a final result, just to kind of push them up and give you a nice like just to spread your lashes out. I feel like sometimes lashes can look super clumpy if you apply too much, and I think this will definitely spread them out for you guys, and it'll give you the lift and volume that you guys want. Another overall great mascara that I love is a Milani Runway Lashes. I haven't found this one in store, but I found it on Amazon. It's a great mascara. It makes my lashes look incredible. It's actually the one that I'm using right now. I use this if I'm not using falsies. The only thing I really don't like about this one is I don't apply it to my under lashes, my lower lashes, because I just feel like it smears so easy, and then it also just kind of like has flakies coming out, so I definitely don't recommend this if you're putting it on your lower lashes. But if you're putting it on your top lashes just to give you a lot of volume and thickness, I think this is a amazing mascara from the drugstore. Last category I'm going to tell you guys about is lips, of course. I actually have two favorite brands that I use for any liquid lipsticks, any lip liner, anything like that. And the first one is Wet n Wild. These liquid lippies are amazing, especially this red color right here. This one's called Flame. Woo! It's called Flame of the Game, and then this one's in the color Rebel Rose. They're super popular. The formula is amazing. It's super thin. I feel like the Milani ones are very drying. Yes, they are long lasting, but like I said, they're very drying, and you kind of get those like butthole lip effects, and you just kind of like see crusties right here in the middle. To avoid that, I just try and use the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit lipsticks because the formula is so thin. The consistency of it is very airy that I feel like you just don't feel them on your lips. It also prevents it from drying and cracking all over your lips, so these ones are very good to pick up from the drugstore, and they're only like $4 or $5. And the other brand that I really like, I'm sure you guys can guess, is NYX. Oh lord, excuse me. Lip liners are very great. They definitely stay on all day. They have these ones and then the retractable ones, both of them that I love. Have great butter glosses. If you've never tried these, I definitely recommend them. They're very pigmented if you don't want to go on with the full-on lipstick and deal with having to reapply this. I think the NYX butter gloss is just amazing to keep your lips looking plump and just healthy all day long. Another product from them is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is great if you want something that's very thin consistency yet gives you a nice matte liquid lipstick effect without it drying too much. This one's in the color Ibiza, and I think it's just a beautiful red corally color. Another one that you definitely cannot live without is the NYX Lingerie lipstick in the color Baby Doll. I have almost all of these right here. I love all of the nudes in this collection. They're so beautiful. Again, they're very thin consistency, so they stay on all day without cracking all over your lips or without drying out your lips. This is just a great overall formula. I really wish they used this formula to create other colors because it is just amazing. Last one from NYX that I really like is the NYX Liquid Suede Lipsticks. This one's my favorite color. It's the color Life's a Beach, and it's just such a cute, pretty pink shade. All of these are very vibrant. They last all day long. I definitely recommend this one, again, if you don't want super dry lips. This one doesn't dry down completely to where if you touch your lips, it won't go anywhere. You'll definitely still have a little bit coming off. What I like about it is just very easy to work with. So if I'm just sitting here like rubbing my lips around, it's very comfortable. I don't see it just like sticking in the same place to where it will not move all day long. It's easy to reapply. I know sometimes when liquid lipsticks dry down, you can't really apply them without it looking super dry again. So I think this one's just a great one if you're going to be reapplying it all day long. So I think I just went through my whole entire stash of like drugstore favorites for you guys. I think these are great budget friendly drugstore products that are very affordable. So if you guys like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!